Oh my god! That preview for the next episode was straight up 10 out of 10. I can't believe they've made it look like the skits from the game. That is damn well amazing. If you don't know, in the video game, every time you get to a crucial moment where characters interact, it isn't vital for the story, but it's background information that adds a lot to the game. You watch them and they appear like that. A little bit like a visual novel, but with a bit more movement. Oh man, that's so good. Seriously, Ufotable just know how to make the fans love this project. I mean, they did that, and then you also have the ending theme for this anime. And the art style for that is, again, exactly like the ending for the game. I mean, they already had the concept art between scenes that was drawn in that style, like it looks like it's drawn on old paper. I always liked that. But now they have this whole ending theme, which has so many pictures like that. It just brings back all those memories of finishing the game. Ufotable are doing incredibly with this project, man. As a fan, I am completely mind blown. I'm loving this. I mean, there was that, and then I was really disappointed when Mikleo fell through the ground. Sorey was supposed to, like, grab his hand first, and it was supposed to be, like, a really emotional moment of, like, I got you, bro. And then they fall in. They took that out. But then to replace it, they had that amazing moment where Sorey threw the rope and then just casually grabs Mikleo by the waist and swings down that way. Oh my god. The bromance begins, guys. I can already imagine the fangirls were beginning all of their artwork at that point. Oh, this is going to be a fantastic series, man. Waifu number 1, Mikleo-chan, just appeared. Oh, I'm loving this. And they gave so much more backstory to everything. To Zenris, to Alisha. This is what I loved. We found out how Alisha got to Elysium, which is great. They never showed us that. Oh, 10 out of 10. Okay, so getting more calm now. Alisha's moments in this episode were fantastic. They were a continuation to what we had last episode. She's been going through some major suffering. I mean, half of this episode, she was getting chased by thunder and darkness. Oh man, it was horrible. Those bugs at the beginning, which she was saved from by a spirit. I'm not going to drop what kind of spirit it is yet, I guess. I mean, we all know it if we've played the game, but if you don't, I don't want to spoil it for anyone. But I mean, they're being so smart about this. They're hinting at everything so well. Because she was just not reacting to the spirit at all. She was just freaked out by the bugs. It was clear it wasn't quite there. Adding to that moment from the last episode where she rode straight through Simone. That was really good. They're doing this really slowly and really calculated. I love it. And just seeing how she got to Izuchi. Oh man, it was so cool. I mean, it was like she was being summoned there. She fell through that water bit, which was really well animated, really beautiful. And then fell through the pool. It was upside down in the air. That was just sick. That was amazing. And so many of her moments were incredibly animated. Like I said, when she was falling down that bit she fell down, that was incredible. The moment when Sorey was on the ruins, like when he was throwing his wire and swinging around them and running around them, that looked absolutely incredible. That was Ufotable at their greatest. But then there was one moment in this episode that really let the animation down, which is when you first see Sorey and he's running along all these bare rocks. Animation didn't quite hit that full 30 frames per second. It was a bit jittery, and I'm not complaining, because this must have been an incredibly expensive anime to make, but it was just a bit of a letdown at that point, so a bit of a painful bit. But I mean, then that was it. That was our first introduction to Sorey and Mikleo in all of their greatness. Oh man, they just find a ruin. They're such architecture nerds. They want to go exploring. They want to find out about who was here before them. Oh man, it's so good. And Sorey just popping out his own celestial record, which I will never call a record of celestial or seraphic remains. That is just a terrible translation. But it was greatness. We start to see what kind of characters these are. Sorey and Mikleo are such damn good friends. Quotation marks around the friends. Because we'll see what happens as time goes on. But it was really, really cool. Sorey found the glove with the shepherd's mark on it, which looks sick, and everybody knows he's going to wear, because it's one of the like main things that you see on him in like the opening and everything else. It looks amazing. But he let Meebo steal it from him for some reason. I still don't understand why he let him steal it. But I mean, it was greatness. Then we had them falling. We had Mikleo use twin flow for the first time. And again, animation and attacks Ufotable are gods when it comes to that. The visual effects of the water was so cool. And I loved how Mikleo literally knocked Sorey out of the way to save his life. Still made him look like a drowned rat. I mean, it saved his life. But he just does that nice little superhero landing like a beast. Fall damage does not affect him. So, I mean, that was greatness. Amiibo's faces while everything was going on was incredible as well. He is just so supportive to Sorey. I mean, you can see that in this first episode. When Sorey's like deciding he wants to save Alisha, he's like, she might be alive. Amiibo's really against it. He really doesn't like the idea of going against his grandfather's wishes. But, you know, it's Sorey. He's gonna follow Sorey, even though he doesn't particularly trust humans. He's okay with this. And this is when it gets so cool. So they have that little cliffhanger ending when they get down there. And she just straight away asks Sorey, are you the shepherd? Sorey just looks so confused by it. Because he's just a shepherd fanatic too. He's got that book around with him. He's walking around trying to find remains from the shepherd and trying to find out about the legends some more. So, I mean, it's amazing. Him and Alisha, when they start properly talking, are going to be incredibly funny. Because they're both just going to be freaking out about the shepherd legends. They've both got their little celestial records with them. It's going to be so cool. And mad props to Ufotable. Again, Amiibo's facial expressions. The whole time Sorey was talking to Alisha, Amiibo's just in the background, scrunching up his face in these ridiculous ways. Like, oh god, who's this bitch? I don't trust her whatsoever. Why is she talking to my man? So just again, this was a fantastic episode of Tales of Zestiria. This second one, the first one was Sorey and Mikleo. Establishing their friendship was great. Establishing who Zenris is and Izuchi, Elysium. You can call it either one. I'm not sure. The translation is calling it Izuchi. But I mean, it was Elysium in the game, so they'll probably use Izuchi from now on. I'll try to stick to that. But then that begs the question, how are they going to translate Hellions and Kilmer and all of that? There's so many new things to focus on. But episode was greatness. Sorey and Mikleo's relationship is adorable. Alisha's finally out of her suffering zone. That's so good to me. Because Alisha really deserves some love. She deserves some happiness. And throughout the first bit of this episode, she was just getting more and more terrorized. I mean, even when she found the shepherd's mark and found her entrance to Izuchi, she then still got terrorized by Zenris a little bit, which I really didn't like. He didn't need to shoot that lightning at her. Even if it wasn't him and it was the ruins, she didn't deserve that shit, man. But it was just greatness to see that at this point, that's it. She's met up with Sorey. He's going to take care of her. It's going to be happy times again. Two humans are meeting and having fun. Oh, man. It's going to be so nice next episode. A nice, calm beginning to it. And then if you've seen the Doshi no Yoa KOVA, you know what's coming. Especially if you've played the game, you know what's coming. I just like how they've slightly hinted at it too. I mean, you've got Zenris talking to Kaim, telling Kaim to keep on the perimeter and make sure nobody comes in. Oh man, so good. So, best girl and waifu of the season, Mikleo has finally appeared. This is a great episode. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. They are changing so much. I'm going to have to make like a full video on that ending. Because if that ending is canon and isn't just like a dream fantasy kind of scenario, then they're changing a lot of the relationships in this anime. And I am completely for it. Seeing Dazelle and Zavid together with Edna, oh man. That brought a tear to my eye, I'm not going to lie. And seeing Rose and Alisha as like good friends, that will make me really happy too. But yeah, seeing Sorey and Mikleo back together as well, man. 10 out of 10 episode. I loved it, but then I am a fanboy, so let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you like this review, then wreck that like button like you mean it. Subscribe if you haven't already to see more. And I will see you guys next time. And just as a side note, if you want to join us tonight, we're going to be having a live event discussion at 10:30 PM GMT on my sub channel, Cuchallain. I'll leave a link to that in the description if you want to join us. It'll be fun. We're going to be talking about all the anime and randomness of the week, so please join us if you do have time. And I will see you guys next time.